One of the great things about daylilies is just a huge range of options that you've got. There have been literally thousands of varieties of daylilies introduced over the years. And of course they come in a wide range of colors, pretty much everything except blue. There's no blue daylily. But they also come in a variety of bloom sizes. Blooms as small as just an inch or an inch and a half, all the way up to big ones. Our largest is about 13 inches in diameter. And today what I want to talk about in this video is 5 great things about small daylilies. Because small daylilies have a great place in the garden. There's a lot of good uses for them, and so I'm going to talk about 5 great things about small daylilies. So when I'm talking about small daylilies in this video, what I'm going to be referring to is daylilies that have a bloom that's smaller than 4 inches. And one of the things that you'll find about daylilies is that a lot of the time, not always, but a lot of the time, daylilies that have smaller blooms are going to have smaller plants. Okay, they may have smaller individual plants, like see these plants right here are relatively small. And then they're going to have grow into a smaller clump. So overall, they're going to take up less space in your garden. All right, and so that's what I'm going to be talking about when I talk about small daylilies. So I mentioned earlier that daylilies come in all different colors, and it's the same thing for small daylilies. You can find those in every color as well. Some of my favorites, I'll just point out a few that I like in particular. Lullaby Baby is a nice one. It's got a nice near white bloom. I like Chorus Line as well. That's got a nice light pink bloom. Both of those are all-American winners. Those are some good suggestions. And another one I'll point out is Mexican Maiden. I really like it. It's got a nice bright sort of a tropical red color to it. So those are 3 you might want to check out. And I'm going to mention a few others here in a minute as we get further on in the video. So I mentioned that a couple of those varieties were all-Americans. Just to tell you a little bit more about that, those are varieties that were tested around the country, and so those are some that have been proved to grow well around the country, like the all-American name implies. So the first great thing about small daylilies is that they work well in small spaces. So maybe you don't have a lot of room, maybe you don't have any garden. You could plant these in pots, for instance, in a small space that you've got, or maybe you just have a little area, in front of your condo or whatever. Daylilies are very easy to grow, low maintenance plant, and they'll bring some great seasonal color to your small space. So the second great thing about daylilies is that they're great for the front of the border. Now, you oftentimes think of daylilies as being used as a part of the perennial bed, and of course that's a great place for them. But if you're doing a bed where you've got room to put some smaller things in front of taller and taller, daylilies are great, small daylilies in particular, are great for the front of the border. Now, not all small daylilies, like I'm talking about in this video, are short. You can also sort for that on our website as well, for small blooms and short. But a lot of the small daylilies do tend to be short, and they're great for the front of the border. They're going to be nice and cute right there along the edge, and some taller ones behind it. So the third great thing about small daylilies is that they can work really well in pots. Now, a lot of times you don't think of daylilies in pots. Like I mentioned before, you think of daylilies growing out in the garden, and of course that's a great place for them. But they can work well in pots as well, and that's great maybe if you're short on space or you want to bring some daylilies right up to the patio. And the good thing about small daylilies in particular, as it relates to growing in pots, is that because they're smaller, growing to a smaller clump, oftentimes they will fit better into a pot. Now, there are some things you're going to need to keep in mind if you grow daylilies in pots. We've done a video about this whole topic, and we'll put the link below. But you're going to want to make sure that daylilies in pots, you get plenty of water through the summer, which probably means watering every day. And then if you live in an area that gets a cold winter, you're going to need to give them some winter protection. So that might mean bringing them inside the garage or a shed. It can be even an unheated shed, potentially, depending on how cold it gets in your area. But you will need to give them some winter protection if you live in a cold area. Another great thing about small daylilies is that some of the best reblooming daylilies are small flower daylilies. Now, just a little bit about what rebloom is. As that word implies, rebloom. They're going to have their normal bloom cycle, which daylilies typically bloom 4 to 6 weeks or so. And then daylilies that are rebloomers can come back and bloom again later on in the fall, or maybe they'll just kind of keep on going, sort of extended bloom, but then sometimes they'll quit and start again. Both those things are called rebloom. But that's a great trait in daylilies, is because you get more bloom out of the same variety. Now, there's some catches to the rebloom thing. A lot of the best rebloomers are going to be in yellows and golds, and so we'll get the call, hey, I'd like a rebloomer, but I want it in pink. Well, there's not as many great reblooming daylilies in the other colors, so you're going to kind of limit yourself if all you grow is rebloomers. And then also, folks in the south are going to have a lot more opportunity for rebloom than folks up north, just because they have a lot longer season. But some of our best rebloomers are found in the small flowers. Probably the most popular daylily of all time, at least the most planted, is a variety called Stella d'Oro. Bright gold, puts out lots of blooms, and about 18 inches tall, about a 2.5, 3-inch bloom, something like that. And it's a great rebloomer, so that's why you will see it a lot of places, potentially a lot of commercial landscapes and stuff as well, but that's a great variety. A couple of other my favorite rebloomers, Stella's Ruffled Fingers, which I'm guessing probably has Stella in the parentage, is a nice light pink, so it's kind of an unusual color for a really good rebloomer. And then you might try, let's see, what's another good one? Dewy Sweet is a nice rebloomer. That's a double bloom, so it's kind of different because it's a little different shape. Doubles have twice as many petals, so they're kind of fluffy looking blooms. Cream colored with a purple center to it, and so that's Dewy Sweet. That's another great reblooming small flower. And the fifth great thing about small flowers is that a lot of them cost less. Now, we grow everything that we sell, and it can take a long time to grow a daylily, when we first buy a new variety, all the way until we have enough to sell. It just takes time. But a lot of the small flowers tend to be more rapid increasers. You can see this particular one here. This is Happy Returns, which is another great rebloomer I didn't mention, but light yellow rebloomer. It's got the small fans like this. And so it's going to make a lot more small fans. Now, it's not necessarily going to get in a big clump, but the clump it has is going to have a lot more fans to it. And so in any case, that just allows us over time to be able to take up the clump and divide it down more quickly. A lot of times the larger varieties, they got larger fans, they just don't increase quite as rapidly. And so as we get more supply available, we can lower the price, and we're glad to do that. And so a lot of the small flowers have lower prices. So we've been growing daylilies for over 40 years, so we love to talk about daylilies, and if you have any questions or comments about this video or anything else daylily wise, you can put it in the comments below this video, or our contact information is on the website. You'll also see below we put links to how to find small flowers on our website, and then to the varieties that I mentioned, those are linked below. And then you might want to check out a video we shot about rebloomers. I mentioned that earlier in the video. You might find that one interesting. So thanks for watching.